So here, nice picture here of some of the species I've had in previous competitions. Nice collage together, so you'll see all the different variety of fish you're going for there. It's pretty simple. There's not that many rules. It's just most species wins. In the event of a tie, it's usually the first person who gets back to register their photos. So it's catch a species, take a picture of it, and you'll see in the photos here there's a card next to each fish. That's really important to prove that you caught the fish on that day. That card's got to be in the picture. 2 rods maximum. You can take more than 2 rods. So we take up to 4 or 5 rods sometimes, but you're only allowed to use 2 at a time. But take more, keep them rigged up, ready to go, so you don't waste any time. At 8 hooks, so yeah, you need to think about your rigs. You don't want to be using any more than 8 hooks. So I normally use a set of speakies and then a 2-hook rig. So there's your eight hooks. Or sometimes chop a couple of speakies off and use a 4-hook rig or something like that to do it. Mackerel and sand eel, they don't count in the competitions. Obviously, we take mackerel and sand eel as bait. Everyone will be taking pictures of their bait, trying to claim it as a fish in the competition, so they're ruled out. Fish need to be over 8 centimetres in length. I mean, this is a new rule that got brought in a few seasons back. People trying to claim fish that were smaller than 8 centimetres, can't even tell what they are in the pictures because they're so small, they're just fry essentially. So that rule was brought in. You've got to hold your fish next to your card so that you can make sure they're not under 8 centimetres. But yeah, the species hunt's a cracking day out. There's some really good guys on the circuit. It'd be good to see some new faces come on board. So if anyone out there listening to this interested, have a look on the forums and in the magazine for the dates of the events, and then yeah, just start chatting away to the people online to find out more information on them, because yeah, they're good fun. So I think yeah, that takes us bang on 2 o'clock. So I think we've timed that really well. I was in danger it might run on for hours this one, but I think we've been quite strict. I think there's room to maybe come back and do some more of these. I think in the future, because I think we could maybe drill down on the fishing side of things, the gear, especially competition tackle, because that's quite specific. So I think yeah, it'd be good to come back. So we've looked at choosing the right kit, your basics, your kayaks, your paddle, and your safety kit. And yeah, don't be afraid to ask for advice. There's plenty of us out there willing to help. Any of the guys on these forums will usually give you some advice. So yeah, ask away. And same goes for visiting stores. There's plenty of stores out there that welcome anyone in to sit in the boats, hold the paddle, get your sizing for your clothing, all that kind of thing. Because if you get it wrong, you're just going to end up either cold out in the water or just frustrated because stuff's not working as it should do. So get it right first time round. Be safe, don't form any bad habits. I'm massively guilty of forming bad habits in the water. Seems to have broken that now, and I'm pretty strict with myself. So it's, yeah, just get it right first time round. Fish with a friend, plan your sessions carefully. Like I said about the tides and the weather, it's really easy to get caught out by the weather, especially the tides if you don't read the tides properly. Stay up to date, so read the magazines and the blogs and join the groups on Facebook and stay up to date with everything that's going on. And yeah, get out to an event and enjoy yourself. That's why we do it at the end of the day. It's good fun. Playing big fish on a kayak is pretty hard to beat, to be honest. So yeah, get out and do it. So I think we'll hand back to Tim.
Yes. Well, thanks very much, Carl, for doing that. That was great. And thanks to Navionics as well for allowing Carl to use their premises to do the webinar, because he's based very nearby. And obviously, also thanks to Navionics for setting up these webinars in the first place. They will be available as on YouTube, on our website, on Navionics' website, as an independent video that you can watch again at your leisure. We will come back to this subject in future webinars, particularly in terms of gear and tackle, and maybe Carla would have won a few more competitions by then as well. So, and just to say that Saltwater boat angling is going to be available as a digital download from the September issue, and you'll be able to look at it on your tablet and your iPhone or other smartphone or your computer, as well as obviously having a printed copy, which is great fun. So thanks very much for coming to this webinar. Hope you enjoyed it, and maybe see you again next time. Thank you.